And you know, they don't necessarily have to. I learned so much from Selena and working with her on this movie, and I didn't even know that that was going to happen. And she was 17 when we shot, and she really, I mean, obviously she doesn't. She's very mature for a young woman, but. As far as women that I'd like to work with, or that I at least look up to, I love Kate Winslet's one of my favorite actresses. But they say never to meet your idol, but I'm sure she'd be wonderful and gorgeous. I love Meryl Streep. Audrey Hepburn, that's not really possible, but I do love her. I love Kate Blanchett a lot. Yeah, that's only 4, but that's all I got.
That's okay.
And then Dan?
Corey, before they pull you out, I have to ask you a Glee question. I'm curious, what do you think of the Glee project, and are you rooting for anybody? And just overall, what do you think of the idea of that show?
You know, I think it's just, I think it's really a sign of how big, of how popular the show's become. I see it as a success. You know, I see it as a sign of the success of Glee at Large. You know, how popular it's become, that people would compete to be on my show. I mean, it's an honor. I take it it's an honor.
And are you rooting for anyone in particular?
I haven't seen it yet. I mean, I've heard, but I have not seen it yet. So.
And why is that?
I try.
Out.
Why is? You know, I try to be very. I try to focus on what I'm doing on the show.
Unfortunately, Corey has to pop out, so we're just going to...
Bye. Well, then.
Bye.
Okay, and so who has the next question? Right there in front.
Hi, I'm Marie from Scholastic Magazine. So, for both of you, what was your favorite scene to do in the movie? And what's your all-time favorite book?
My favorite scene in the movie would maybe be the end where I'm saying goodbye to Leighton, because our characters go through this huge arc, so it's really nice to see us bond at the end. And there's another scene that I like where I'm with Katie in the bed and we're kind of talking about our feelings and kind of what we're going through, and I think it's really sweet, and Katie does a great job. And I'm currently rereading 13 Reasons Why again, so I'm kind of in that book right now. Well, I have a couple of favorite scenes. Pretty much everything that I got to do with Selena and Katie was wonderful because we became like sisters, and it was a beautiful journey for us in real life and in the movie. So the more we got, you know, into it, the better it got. One of my favorite scenes, well, I loved going in Paris, like running across the bridge and then going up in the Louvre and the Eiffel Tower. We got all of it to ourselves. It was genius. I also really liked a scene that I had with Luke Bracey, who plays my love interest, Prince Charming guy. And it was pretty much because it was the last day of filming, and we get there, and it was like, you know, French hours. So we get there at like 8. We do a rehearsal, we jump in the ocean, we swim around in this beautiful water, we get up, we go have this lovely French lunch, we work for a few hours, jump again in the water, and then we're done. But it was really fun. It was a lot about, like my character's mother passed away a few years prior, and she's still dealing with that, and she comes to a realization during this conversation, so that was fun. Oh, and for book, I mean, I grew up reading like, you know, Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, like, you know, girly kind of books. I love The Custom of the Country by Edith Wharton, and Age of Innocence. I love Edith Wharton, and I love old New York, anything to do with New York.
Thank you. Right here in front.
Hi, Vicki Ann from Time for Kids. Nice to see you guys. This question's for Leighton. If Blair Waldorf found out that someone was impersonating her, what do you think she'd do?
Oh gosh, I'd be scared.
Very much probably what Cordelia would do. She's not such a nice girl. I think I was actually a little bit more scared of Cordelia, which is really funny. I was saying it was very weird because she didn't play 2 characters. She played 3 characters. One was Grace, one was Cordelia, and one was Grace being Cordelia. And I think, you know, she was more extreme in both sides. Blair is more, I think,
Actually, she would probably rip your head off. She would not be so happy about that.
This style and the just visually the film is so uplifting and fun, and I just wonder if you could both talk about wearing all the gorgeous clothes and the style, how much input you had, and maybe say something about your own style.